Welcome to the Morning English Podcast. Listen, learn, and speak English daily.
Hello, English learners, and welcome to our podcast. My name is Emma, and we are so happy that you are here with us today.
And I'm Mark. Yes, welcome everyone. It's wonderful to have you here with us today.
We really are just so thrilled that you decided to spend your time with us.
Exactly. Whether you're, driving to work or maybe cleaning your house or just relaxing, you are part of our English learning family now.
You really are, and I want to remind you that this is a completely relaxed place to learn real English.
Yes, zero pressure here. We're just two friends chatting, and you are our third friend sitting right here at the table with us.
That is exactly how it feels. We want you to learn the kind of English that people actually use in real life, not just, what you read in a textbook.
Right. Real, everyday English. So, how's your week been going? Anything fun happened lately?
Oh my goodness. Well, actually had a very chaotic morning today. I mean, just a totally crazy morning.
Oh no, what happened?
Well, I woke up a little bit late, maybe 10 minutes late, and then I spilled my coffee all over my kitchen counter. Oh, that is the worst way to start the day.
Right. It was so stressful. And because I spent like 5 minutes cleaning up the coffee, I was late leaving the house.
Uh-huh.
And then I hit traffic. So I was late to the grocery store, and then I was running late to get here to record with you.
Wow. So just a giant snowball effect.
Exactly. One little mistake, just a 10-minute delay, and my entire daily schedule completely fell apart. I felt so stressed and honestly kind of angry at myself.
I completely understand that feeling. And I think everyone listening can relate to that. Think about your own life, everyone. Have you ever felt super stressed because one small thing went wrong in your schedule?
I'm sure they have. And that actually connects perfectly to what we are going to talk about today.
It really does. I'm actually really excited about today's topic.
Me too.
Today, we are going to learn how to manage your time, but not in a boring, strict way. We're going to talk about why perfect schedules always fail.
Yeah, and we're going to learn some really practical ways to plan your day so you feel happy and relaxed instead of stressed out.
Plus, we have some fantastic, super useful English vocabulary for you today. Real phrases that native speakers use all the time when they talk about work and time.
Definitely. But before we start, if you enjoy learning English with us, please take a quick second to like, subscribe, and maybe share this with just one friend who is also learning English.
Yes, please do. It helps us so much. So are you ready to jump in?
I am ready. Let's do it.
Okay, I have a question for you and for everyone listening. Why is it that when we look at a perfectly planned, completely full schedule on paper, we feel confident, but in real life, it just makes us panic?
Oh, that is such a good question. I mean, we look at our calendar and we see all these colors and blocks of time, and we think, wow, I am so organized.
Right. I am an amazing adult.
Yeah, exactly. But then, like your morning today, one little delay happens. And we feel like we failed. We blame ourselves. We think, oh, if I was just a better person, I wouldn't be late.
Which is so unfair to ourselves. The problem isn't us. The problem is how we build the schedule. Which brings us to our first really important vocabulary phrase for today.
Yes. The phrase is back to back.
Back to back. Let me explain this one because it's so common in English, especially at work. Back to back means when things happen one right after another, with zero time in between.
Right. No break at all. Like if you have a meeting from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock and then another meeting from 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock, those are back-to-back meetings.
Exactly. Or back-to-back classes. Listeners, try saying it with us out loud. Back to back.
Great job. It's a great phrase.
Yeah.
But back-to-back scheduling is actually a terrible idea.
It really is. People think it makes them look busy and important, but it's like building a glass house. It's so fragile. If your grocery shopping is back-to-back with going to the bank, what happens if the line at the store is long?
Well, you are instantly late for the bank, and then you have to rush. You're driving fast, you're sweating, your heart is beating fast.
You are in a state of running behind. That's another good little phrase. Running behind just means you are late and trying to catch up.
And being in a state of running behind all day is terrible for your health. You're just full of stress chemicals.
Think about driving on a highway. You know when a car is driving way too close behind the car in front of them?
Oh, yeah. We call that tailgating. It's so dangerous.
Right. Because if the first car touches their brakes, even a little bit, crash. There's an accident.
Yeah, you need space between the cars.
Exactly. And we do this to our own lives. We schedule our tasks right on the bumper of the next task. We don't leave a safe following distance.
Oh, I love that comparison. So what is the safe following distance in our schedule? What do we call that?
We call it breathing room. That's our next big vocabulary term. Breathing room.
Breathing room. Such a peaceful sounding phrase, like
Oh.
taking a deep breath in and out.
Exactly. Breathing room is empty space in your schedule. It's time built in just for delays, or to use the restroom, or just to transition your brain from one thing to the next.
But wait, let me play devil's advocate here. If I have a 15-minute gap between two meetings, my brain says, hey, you can answer 5 emails in this 15 minutes.
Yes. Oh, everyone does that.
If I just sit there and enjoy the breathing room, I feel like I'm being lazy.
I completely relate to this, but the experts say that breathing room is not lazy time. It is highly functional time. It protects you.
How so? Like, how does it protect me?
Well, what if you try to answer those 5 emails and one of them is really complicated? Now, suddenly you're stressed, you are late to your next meeting, and your brain is still thinking about that email.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that happens to me all the time. I go into a meeting, but I'm not really listening because my mind is stuck on the thing I was rushing to finish before.
Exactly. Breathing room is your shock absorber. It lets your brain detach from the last task and prepare for the next one. If you don't have it, your brain is just exhausted by lunchtime.
That makes total sense. So listeners, if you have back-to-back tasks today, try to create just 5 minutes of breathing room between them. Just 5 minutes to breathe.
It changes everything. But, adding breathing room solves the problem of not having enough time. But what about when you do have time, but you don't have any energy?
Oh, this is a huge point. Time and energy are not the same thing.
Not at all. This was a huge lesson for me. Let me give you an example. Sometimes I will have 2 completely free hours on my calendar on a Tuesday afternoon. Lots of breathing room.
Okay, sounds nice.
But I'll sit down to write a really important, complicated proposal, and I just stare at the computer screen. I write 1 sentence, then I delete it. I am so tired, my brain just won't work.
Right, because even though you have the time, your brain battery is empty.
Exactly. And what do? I get mad at myself. I think, oh, I'm so lazy. Why can't I just focus?
Yeah, we always think it's a personality problem,
Mm-hmm.
but it's actually a biology problem. Our brains need physical energy to do hard thinking.
Right. And if you spent all morning doing stressful phone calls, your brain is tired. You can't just magically force it to do deep, hard work at 3:00 p.m.
So true. And this is where we can talk about the 3 different buckets of tasks. This is a great way to organize your day.
Yes, let's explain the 3 buckets. So the experts say we should divide our work into 3 categories. The first one is high focus work.
High focus work. These are the hard things: writing a big report, planning a strategy, solving a tough problem, things where you need quiet time and a lot of brain power.
Right. The second bucket is social work.
Social work, so this involves interacting with people, right?
Exactly. Meetings, phone calls, talking to clients, even teaching a class, it requires a lot of energy, but it's a different kind of energy than high focus work.
Yeah, you have to read people's faces, smile, and talk quickly. It's exhausting, but in a different way.
And then the third bucket is routine work.
Routine work, I think this is my favorite bucket, honestly.
Oh, really? Why is that?
Because it's easy. Routine work is answering simple emails, organizing computer files, filling out expense reports. It doesn't take much deep thinking.
Yes, it's low energy. So we have high focus, social, and routine. Now, here is where I make a huge mistake. And I want everyone listening to think about their own mornings.
Uh-oh. Confession time. What do you do?
Well, I am a morning person. I have the most energy right when I wake up. My brain is sharp. So what do I do first thing at 8 a.m.?
I'm going to guess you check your emails.
Yes. I check my inbox. I reply to lots of little messages. I organize my desk. I do all my routine work.
Oh, I see the problem.
Right. It feels good because I'm crossing things off my to-do list, but I'm wasting my absolute best, highest quality brain energy on simple tasks.
You're using your premium fuel on the easy stuff. So by the time you sit down to do your high-focus work at 11 a.m., you're already tired.
Exactly. I'm leaving my leftover tired energy for the most important work of the day. It's totally backwards.
That is such a good point. We need to match our hardest tasks to the time of day when we feel the best. For you, that's the morning.
Yes. So I need to fiercely protect my mornings for high focus work and leave the simple routine emails for the afternoon when I'm feeling sleepy.
I love that. Listeners, think about your energy. Are you a morning person or a night owl? Protect your best time for your hardest work.
Such a game changer. Okay, so let's imagine we are doing great. We have breathing room. We are doing our high focus work at the right time. But eventually, The workday has to end.
Sadly, yes. Or thankfully, yes.
Thankfully, yes. But how you end your day is incredibly important. And there's this thing called the browser tab trap.
The browser tab trap. Okay, I need you to explain this because it sounds very familiar.
Okay, picture this. It's 5:00 p.m. You are exhausted. On your computer screen, you have 14 different internet browser tabs open. You have notes everywhere.
Yep, that's my computer every day.
You want to go home, so you just shut your laptop lid. Boom, you're done. You think, great, I saved 5 minutes by just stopping right now.
Right, you just walk away. What's wrong with that?
Well, think about the next morning. You open your computer, you have fresh morning energy, but you are staring at 14 random tabs. You can't remember why you opened them.
Oh, yeah. You're completely lost.
Yes. You spend 30 minutes clicking around trying to remember what you were thinking the day before. You saved 5 minutes yesterday, but it cost you 30 minutes of your best energy today.
That is a terrible trade. So how do we fix the browser tab trap?
The experts suggest a wonderful, simple tool called the Restart Note.
The restart note. I like the sound of that. What is it?
It is so easy. It takes maybe 60 seconds. Right before you close your computer for the day, you write down 2 simple sentences on a piece of paper.
Okay, what do you write?
Sentence 1, exactly what you just finished. Sentence 2, the very first small step you need to do tomorrow.
Wow, just 2 sentences.
Just 2 sentences. For example, I finished checking the prices for vendor A tomorrow. Open the budget spreadsheet and type in the prices. That's it.
Oh, it's like leaving a trail of breadcrumbs in a forest.
Exactly. If you're walking through the woods, you don't want to start from the very beginning every single morning. You just want to start from your last breadcrumb.
That is so smart. It means you don't have to waste mental energy trying to remember where you were. You just read the note and start working.
Right. And there's a huge psychological benefit to this, too. Our brains actually hate it when things are unfinished.
Oh, yeah, they do. If I don't finish something, I think about it all night.
Yes. If you just slam your computer shut, your brain will secretly worry about work while you're trying to eat dinner or relax. But if you write the restart note, you are telling your brain, it's okay, I wrote it down, we can rest now.
It gives you permission to actually relax. That's beautiful. Listeners, try that today. Just write a restart note before you finish your studies or your work.
Highly recommend it. Now, we have to talk about the opposite problem. Sometimes we don't know how to stop working.
Ah, yes, the endless task.
Yeah.
When you just keep trying to make something perfect.
Right, the final improvement trap. You write an email or a report, it's perfectly fine, but then you think, let me just change this one word, let me just change the font color.
2 hours later, you are still changing the colors.
Exactly, because you never defined what the finish line looks like. You are looking for this magical feeling of perfect, and perfect doesn't exist.
So true. Nothing is ever 100% perfect. So how do we avoid the endless task?
We have to define what done means before we even start.
Define what done means.
Okay. Before you open the document, tell yourself, this task is done when I check the spelling, read it out loud once, and check the numbers.
And once you do those 3 things,
You send it, you stop working on it, even if a little voice in your head says, it could be 5% better.
I love that. You just have to be disciplined and say, nope, I hit my definition of done. It saves so much time.
It really does. Okay, so we've learned so many great strategies. We are organized, we have breathing room, we wrote our restart note, we are doing amazing.
They're time management masters.
But then, life happens.
Yep. Real life always finds a way to ruin the plan.
Exactly. You get a flat tire on your car, your child gets sick at school, or maybe your computer crashes. Suddenly your beautiful schedule is completely destroyed.
And this is where most people completely lose their minds.
They really do. And our sources say that people usually have one of 2 very bad reactions when their day goes wrong.
Yeah. The first bad reaction is what we call the squeeze.
The squeeze. Oh, this sounds stressful. What is it?
It's when you lose, like, 3 hours of your day because of an emergency. But instead of changing your plan, you try to squeeze all your tasks into the time you have left.
Oh, no. So you just rush everything.
Exactly. You talk faster, you skip lunch, you get annoyed with your friends, and you do a terrible job at everything because you're trying to do 10 hours of work in 5 hours.
That is so toxic for your health. Okay, what is the second bad reaction? The second bad reaction is holding a funeral for the schedule.
A funeral, like for a dead body.
Yes. You miss one thing in the morning, maybe you missed your gym class because of traffic, and you just throw your hands up and say, well, the whole day is ruined, it's dead.
Oh, I've definitely done this.
Yeah.
The day is ruined. I'm just going to eat potato chips and watch TV for the rest of the day.
Right. You give up completely just because the plan wasn't perfect. So squeezing is bad and giving up is bad. What should we actually do when an emergency ruins our schedule?
Well, the experts have a brilliant strategy for this. When your day blows up, you have to ask yourself one magic question.
Ah, I love a magic question. What is it?
The question is, what still fits?
What still fits? Wow. Let's break that down for our English learners.
Sure. To fit means to have enough space for something, like clothes fitting your body or a box fitting inside a car.
Right. So if your day changes, you look at the time you actually have left. Say you have to pick up your kids at 5:00 p.m. and it's 4 p.m. You have 1 hour.
Exactly. You look at that 1 hour and you ask, what still fits in this space?
Doing a full workout, taking a shower, and writing a big report does not fit in 1 hour.
No, it doesn't. And if you try to squeeze it all in, you'll just be stressed. But what does fit?
Maybe a 10-minute stretching routine and answering 3 important emails? That fits comfortably.
Exactly. You adjust your plan to fit reality. You don't try to force reality to fit your old plan.
This is so powerful because it stops you from feeling angry or guilty about the past. When my morning went wrong today with the spilled coffee.
Right, you were probably thinking, I wish I hadn't spilled that coffee.
Yes, I was arguing with the past, but asking what still fits pulls your brain out of the past and brings you right into the present moment. It's very calming.
It really is. A change plan is not a failed day. I think that's a beautiful rule to live by.
A change plan is not a failed day. I completely agree. Wow, we have covered so much amazing ground today.
We really have. Let's do a quick recap for everyone listening.
Yes, let's review the main ideas in our special vocabulary. First, we learned that a perfectly packed schedule is actually a trap. We need to avoid back-to-back tasks.
Right. Instead, we need to create breathing room, which is functional empty space to let our brains recover.
Then we learned that we have to manage our energy, not just our time. Don't waste your best morning energy on routine tasks. Save it for high-focus work.
And when you finish working, don't fall into the browser tab trap. Write a quick restart note so you know exactly where to begin the next day.
Also, remember to define what done means before you start so you don't work forever.
Finally, when life happens and your schedule falls apart, don't squeeze everything and don't give up. Just ask yourself the magic question. What still fits?
Fantastic review. Listeners, we have a small challenge for you today. You don't need to change your whole life all at once. Just pick one thing we talked about today.
Yeah, just one thing. Maybe write a restart note tonight. Or practice asking what still fits the next time you're running late.
Try saying these phrases out loud. It really helps build your speaking confidence. And before we go, Mark, you had a really interesting final thought from our research, didn't you?
I did, yes. Something to just think about. In our lives, we're always shrinking our personal rest time to make room for work or for other people.
That's so true. We treat rest like it's just the leftover scraps of the day.
Right, but what if we flip that around? What if you treated your rest and recovery as the most important, immovable point on your calendar?
Wow. So everything else, the work, the meetings, has to bend around your rest, instead of your rest bending around your work.
Exactly. Because rest isn't a reward for being busy. Rest is the foundation that makes all your good work possible.
I absolutely love that. Your schedule shouldn't be a cage that traps you. It should be a tool that helps you live a balanced life.
Well said.
Thank you all so much for joining us for this deep dive today. We hope you learned some great English vocabulary and some helpful life skills too.
We really do. Keep practicing your English every single day, even if it's just for 5 minutes. You are doing a fantastic job.
Yes, you are. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we will see you right back here next time. Have a wonderful, stress-free week, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Take care.